yellow. Red. +4. No, +4. Draw 4 cards, man.
I hate you.
What?
I hate you.
Wow, that's a little rude.
Oh.
So it's red.
So it's red, huh?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Love it. You go ahead. Cool. All right, that's fine. You go ahead again.
Let's see.
Oh, darn it. You go again. Yep. You're down to 3 cards. I don't think so, man. Here's another +4 for you. Can we put that to red, please?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
Is that 4 cards or 3 cards too?
Okay, now let's see. Red. I'm gonna skip you. And then I'm gonna go again. 7. Ooh.
Gosh darn it.
You don't have red?
Oh,
man.
I do now.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't have any red. Your turn. Crap. Go. Bum. Go.
Crap.
Still yellow, huh? Okay. Oh, cool. Yep. Hey, +2 for you.
I so hate you so much right now.
Oh, hey, let's do that again.
Okay, you jerk.
Hey, Uno. Butts. Green. Uno. Oh man, we're at a card. I win. No, I cheated.
Yeah,
we're out of cards. No, I win.
Right.
Oh, what a great Uno game. Oh, have we been broadcasting this entire time? Oh man, cool. All right. Don't worry about the mess that's behind the camera. So what's going on, guys? Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. Into4, with Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum 05.
Hello.
And welcome to the Lombard Bros Talk Show. I had no idea how long that Uno game was going to go, but I was determined to finish it before we started talking.
Yeah.
3 minutes in. Anyways, Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I kicked your butt at Uno.
Yeah.
Not really. It wasn't the right color or card, but the game had to end, we didn't have any more cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it is another Thursday, guys. It is Thursday, October 18th, 2018. Less than 2 weeks away from Halloween. And by the way, Zach, in 3 weeks, we will have our 100th talk show.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. We're 3 weeks away from that. So how's everyone doing? We do have a special guest coming in a little while. It's another NORC driver, but not only he's a NORC driver, he's actually the owner of the NORC iRacing series. NORC is stand for National Online Racing National Online Racing. Yeah, National Online Racing Championship. Oh my God, that took me 3 times to get right. Don't know why. So he'll be joining us just shortly. So we want to thank him for taking his time to get on. We'll be talking about how he started NORC. NORC just finished up their season Tuesday night, and next season starts on November 20th. And I will be participating in NORC next season. I'll be doing 10. They're going to do 20 races next season. I'll be doing 10 races on the track, and I'll be doing 10 races up in the booth. So I'll be doing half and half for next season. So he's going to be joining us, John Barry. He's also the driver of the number 74 74 car in NORC. So, like I said, he'll be joining us in just in moments from now. So, Zach, anything you got? Anything to talk about right now?
Oh,
anything?
I'll tell you right now that for the last couple days or so, the weather has been kind of on and off, I would say.
Like in what?
Like, well, on Monday and Tuesday, we had winds going on.
Right.
And of course, the last two to 3 days, during our live streams, we had some technical issues with them because I think it was due to the weather that we've been having.
No, well, Monday was the problem.
Yeah.
Monday was the big problem. What happened Tuesday, Wednesday was out of our control. Anyways, so yeah, whatever. Anyways, that's weather. By the way, if you guys have participated in this, whether you retweeted it on Twitter or you shared it on Facebook, we were giving away a $50 coupon ticket that came from one of those $50 coupon tickets that came from the NASCAR Heat 3 games. Zach and I, we had like 8 of them. So we thought we'd give one away this week. So for those that went on Twitter and retweeted it or went on Facebook and shared it, we actually officially have the names in this container that we will draw. We'll only draw one name this week. And next week, we'll have another giveaway of the $50 coupons. So we'll see who's the winner this week. I'm gonna open this up. Can't. Oh my God, I couldn't open this up. Yeah, it took a little while. And I'm just gonna, do this. We're gonna find out who's the winner, Zach. Can I get a drum roll?
Okay.
And the winner of the $50 coupon, one of those $50 coupons from NASCAR Heat 3 is Jared Talmadge, Thought Crane 2826 on Twitter. So yeah, Thought Crane 2826 on Twitter. Thank you so much for participating in the $50 ticket coupon from NASCAR Heat 3. We'll be sending you out the code through Twitter, hopefully sometime tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, congrats, man. Congrats on the on the $50 coupon. So, anyways, we'll get rid of this name. We'll throw out these other names next week as well. So his name is Jared Talmadge, and yeah, he won the $50 coupon. So congrats, Jared. All right, so we got that out of the way. We'll be having another one of those giveaways, those $50 ticket coupon giveaways from NASCAR Heat 3 next week. We'll have another drawing that next week. So anyway, so Zach, so
So
it's almost Halloween.
Yeah.
It's almost Thanksgiving. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time's flying.
Yeah.
It needs to slow down a little bit. By the way, our mother is not in the chat right now because she's in an important meeting right now, but maybe she'll get on into the talk show shortly, be in chat for you guys. Anyway, so have you even planned on what you want to dress up for Halloween, or are you just gonna be yourself?
It's gonna be myself this year.
I'm probably just gonna be myself this year. I don't know, maybe. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll just be myself. This is it. I mean, this is scary enough. That's scary enough.
Yeah.
So might as well just be yourself. So I'm just gonna be myself this year. And then I like this time of the year. I do. I like the fall season, and I do like the winter season as well. I like this time of year, you know, you got Halloween around the corner, just really close. You got Thanksgiving coming up next month, and then of course you got Christmas. Now, I love Christmas. I love the days in December leading up to Christmas.
Okay, there.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a hiccup, not too bad. So we're 10 minutes into this talk show already. Goodness. Shout out to those that are watching the talk show right now. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. Hope everyone is enjoying their Thursday so far. Well, how many weeks is it till Thanksgiving? 5? I think it's
5 weeks.
Let me see. Yeah, 5 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 weeks from today will be Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, just in 5 weeks. What?
No, I'm just.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were gonna say something. Gosh, man, like, you know what I want to do for Halloween that we haven't done in forever?
What's that?
Probably since we were young. See, I'm not in the whole giving candy away thing anymore, you know, but you know what's orange, right? In the fall season. What's orange, man?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins, right. That's exactly what I'll go. Obviously, there's a lot of pumpkin spices out there now. You know, there's a lot of pumpkin stuff. Like, you got pumpkin spice coffee, pie, cake. Apparently, there's a pumpkin spice flavor at Buffalo Wild Wings right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's the sauce. There's a pumpkin spice sauce that you can put on your wings.
Oh, wow.
At Buffalo Wild Wings right now. The only reason why I know that is because Brendan shared that link to me the other day. I'm like, I don't know if that'll look good. You know, I mean, I've had pumpkin spice before. I've had pumpkin spice before, and it's good. I like pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin spice frappuccinos. So a couple other pumpkin spice stuff I like. But I'm kind of interested in the pumpkin spice sauce. Like, maybe just ask and put it on the side. Let me try it out. Let me get a little taste of it, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I don't know. I want to taste a sample of it. You can taste samples at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
Not sure if I want to try it, but it sounds interesting. Speaking of pumpkins, what's another thing people like to do with pumpkins?
Carve them.
Yeah, carve them. That's exactly what I was going to get to. I want to get, like, pumpkins, man. I want to get pumpkins for the fall. I want to carve them. I want to carve one.
Yeah.
I want to make, like, an N2SC4 pumpkin. Like a carving, like my name on it.
How long do pumpkins usually last?
Not really that long. Like, you may want to get one like before Halloween, and then maybe get one around the fall season.
So we'll get one before Halloween. Then the next.
Can you freeze? I don't know if you can do this, but can you freeze pumpkins?
I don't know.
Like,
actually.
I wonder if you can freeze pumpkins, put them in the freezer so they can last long, and then when you want to use it, you know, you got already a pumpkin bought.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can do that. Does anybody know you can freeze pumpkins, and then if you want to save it for later? Like an actual pumpkin. I'm talking like an actual one.
I think you can. But yeah, that's something we haven't done in forever.
I want to do that. Like, why not? Dude, let me get pumpkins tomorrow. Let me get pumpkins tomorrow. I'll get one for me, one for you. I'll get one for maybe Mom. Maybe our sister and Grace, if they come over, maybe can carve a pumpkin. Dude, you should do that this weekend. Just carve one pumpkin. That'll be fun.
Wouldn't the best time be next weekend since it's close
I'm gonna be gone next weekend.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm going up to Bakersfield. There's a K&N race next Saturday night, and I'm going up to.
Okay.
I'm going to Bakersfield next weekend, so
okay.
Won't be on, but I don't know. I think that would be cool. Let me research. Can you freeze pumpkins? Like, I want to do some research a little bit. Wait. Let's see. Wait, what did I just?
How far is?
About almost 2 hours. Can you freeze?
Up east or west?
No, north.
Oh, north.
You never know Bakersfield up there?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Let me see. Can you freeze? Freezing pumpkin. You can either freeze chunks of raw pumpkin, or you can cook the pumpkin and pre it and then freeze the. Let's see. Cut a pumpkin and oh man. Can you put? Wait. So. Refrigerated leftover pump. Oh, will last about. Let me see. Can you freeze? Oh wait, something said about whole pumpkin. Right. Son of a gun. I want a whole pumpkin. Can you freeze a whole pumpkin? Let's see.
Basically says the same.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can freeze the whole pumpkin. Looks like you have to cut it in chunks. That kind of sucks.
Oh yeah.
I was wanting to see if you can actually freeze a pumpkin for real.
Yeah, but I guess you can't.
Man, all right. So, anyways, oh, Mom's here. Okay. Anyways, I want to get like a few pumpkins. I want to carve them.
Yeah.
I want to carve pumpkins.
Yeah,
Mom, let's do that this weekend. Let's carve a pumpkin this weekend. Why not? I think that'll be fun. First, obviously, you gotta cut a hole on top, and you gotta get that pumpkin stuff out, you know, and then do the carving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you could put a. I already researched, Mom. Thanks. So how many pumpkins should I get? Like 5 or 6?
Well, let's see. One for me, one for you, maybe one for Mom if she wants to.
Right. And why not if Christine Grace comes over too? Maybe they can carve one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that this weekend. I'm serious. Okay? We're doing that this weekend.
Yeah.
Whether it's Saturday or Sunday, okay? We're doing it. Oh, Justin lies to me. What's up, man? I've been making a video for NORC the past couple hours. I am literally going insane.
Oh, Grace is spending the night tomorrow night.
Oh, she is? Oh, okay.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Hey, well, shoot. If I get pumpkins tomorrow, what about tomorrow night?
All right.
Oh, man. Well, it depends. We'll see.
True.
We'll see.
That's true.
Well, whatever. Sometime this weekend. We're
Yeah.
carving a pumpkin.
At least before Sunday.
I want to make an Into SC4 one. Like, put Into SC4 on the pumpkin, carve it. She just found out. Mom just found out. All right. Well, I guess she's having a sleepover here. I guess we're going to have kid.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right. So we're in just about a couple minutes. We're going to have John Barry come on to the talk show. Zach, you want to mention the cars that was there this past weekend or what's going to be there this weekend?
Let's see. Well, I'll tell you right now that we actually had
Let me text Mom the winner real quick.
two different cars come out on Sunday because one of them had transmission issues and one of them had the problem with the clutch. So, but here, let me see. Let's see here. Okay, so the cars that were first out were a 1951 Buick, a 1960 Pontiac Bonneville convertible, and 1965 Mustang. Now, the 65 Mustang had a problem with the clutch, so we had to replace it with a 56 Plymouth, which that is a beautiful car. Now, about the Mustang, originally a 1970 Challenger was supposed to come out, but it didn't because due to transmission issues. Well, it has an issue that it won't start unless you had to jiggle the transmission.
Jiggle?
Yeah. Like, keep doing this until it finally starts, though. So that's the issue that the Challenger's having.
Jiggle.
And, of course, the Mustang's having the problem with the clutch where it started acting up while I was driving it sometime that day.
Sorry, I'm being weird.
So both the Challenger and the Mustang has been replaced by a 56 Plymouth, which, again, that is a beautiful car. So, yeah. So that's the cars that were out this previous Sunday. I guess I might as well go ahead and tell about this Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, for this coming Sunday would be a 1928 Buick, a 1932 Packard, and an 87 Plymouth Highway Patrol car.
Alrighty.
I'm going to try to talk to Alec and ask him if I can, or he can teach me how to drive the 32 Packard.
Nice. All right, so I guess it's time to get John Barry in.
Yeah.
And we'll have a talk with him. All right. So give us a couple minutes, see if John Barry is ready to go to get on here. I'm going to send him the invite right now. Let's do this and wait. Okay, yeah, I'm on Google. Let's do that. All right. Let's see. He's about to come on, guys.
Yeah,
John Barry, NORC League owner on iRacing. We're waiting for him to get on right now. I sent him an invite. See how long it takes him. Who knows? Maybe he'll be the quickest one to join. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally it'll take about a couple minutes. You know what I mean? So 4:20 right now. Here we go.
There he is.
Let's see. John, you there?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
I hear you.
All right, cool.
How you doing, man?
I just woke up about 45 minutes ago, so I don't know yet.
Oh, all right. Well, I wish I can sleep all day. All right.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, buddy. We appreciate your time coming on here. First off, we want to talk about NORC, obviously. You are the league owner of NORC. Tell me a little bit about how NORC got started.
Well, I kind of started back, I would say, back on NASCAR 09, really. There was a league I was on back there that really didn't have the greatest of leadership. And, like, the one guy who ran it honestly did a terrible job of it. And there was this one group, they all ran like a certain team. Like, they were all the Hendrick guys. And they all kind of ran the league, and it was really corrupt league. And I got so frustrated with the way it was run. It's like, you know, the next time if I ever do another league, that I want to run it myself. And I got known some people from NASCAR 9. I ran like a super speedway league with some other guy on NASCAR 9. I think his name was like Key 22 or something like that. That's his gamer tag. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have it anymore. But you know, I got some friends on NASCAR 2011, like you, Joseph, and people like What If, you know, those guys. And it's like, you know, let's just get a league going on here. You know, I kind of had a YouTube channel that was getting somewhat popular. It's like, you know, let's run a league on here. We had the people for it. You know, upload the races on YouTube, and you know, we started, you know, running races on NASCAR 2011. We did some racing on F1 2011, and it just kind of blew up to where it is now.
Right, awesome, man. Yeah, it seemed like your league has been pretty popular. I remember participating it back in the NASCAR 2011 and NASCAR Inside Line days. Even though I was not really that good, it was still a good time. First off, another thing is you recently, I would say a few years ago, you moved NORC into iRacing. It seemed like I noticed maybe around 2014 or something. So what was the decision that you just, what was the time that you thought, okay, you know what, it seemed like NORC is growing. What made you want to maybe move NORC into iRacing?
There's a couple of factors in that. One of the factors was I think like just a lot of people who were in the league at the time were just getting really, really burnt out on running the races on console. And you remember this, that the console races were, honestly, they were really, really bad. The racing was bad. There was a lot of lag glitches on those old NASCAR games, so I can't really call them old now because they're only like 5 years old maybe, so not that old. But just racing on there was really frustrating. You can't get close to anybody about wrecking them because of the lag, bubble, and all that stuff. And, you know, we've been looking at iRacing as an option for maybe a year or two at that point. And we had people in the league who are kind of slowly migrating over there. People was getting iRacing, you know, be one guy be getting it, and another guy would get it, one other guy would get it. And I think we got to the point where we had like 15 people, which on the console you were limited to 16. And I was thinking to myself, well, you know, we had the people to run this on iRacing. Surely it's got to be better in a console. So let's run a trial season, which was our first 15 race season with the Xfinity cars. Ran it. It's like, okay, this is pretty decent. We'll do it again. And we did trucks. And I think on that same year, we straight up stopped running on a console, pure time to iRacing, and we've been on iRacing ever since.
All right. Well, I think it was a good move to move in on iRacing. Seemed like you guys provide a good league on there. You seem to run it pretty well on iRacing. I mean, obviously, you have a few hit and misses here and there. Obviously, that's with every league, but it seems like it's one of the top leagues in iRacing, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing. I want to also ask, obviously, it seemed like each season you do, let's say, trucks one season, Xfinity another season, Cup another season. Have you ever thought about maybe trying other series like have you ever thought about maybe doing it seemed like you're mostly a NASCAR a league for sure, but have you ever was there any other series crossing your mind, any other different types of racing that you could bring to NORC, whether it's not now but maybe sometime in the future?
I really would like to try it. At point, I would like to try it IndyCar League, which is a mixture of ovals and road courses. I really would like to try at some point like a dedicated dirt league, sprints and late models. I know at one point we did try to do like a GT3 league, with those road cars, Audi, Mercedes, Ferraris, but it's hard when you have a dedicated oval league like we do. It's really kind of hard to branch out and do something that's more road course oriented. We did back on the console. We did have an F1 league, and we even had Forza League at one point. But still those numbers were kind of like get like 8 to 10 people, and that would work on console. But once you go on iRacing, you kind of need about 20 to 25 to really make it seem worth it, because you got to pay a lot of money on iRacing for lobbies and stuff like that. So we would like to try branching out, but I feel like we just need a lot more people, and this with it being us being an oval oriented league, it's going to be kind of hard to get away from the NASCAR stuff. But at some point, I would like to try IndyCar, try dirt, maybe have a return back to the F1 stuff, because I really do like the F1 racing, on the F1 2018 games and stuff like that. But I'm not sure at what point we'll get back to it. But as of right now, we're going to be, mostly oval NASCAR stuff. But I'd really like to try IndyCar at some point.
Sounds good. Well, the first few seasons that you ran NORC and iRacing, it wasn't really, I would say, live broadcasted. You save like the race replays, and then you record like live commentary with you and a few other NORC drivers. But then suddenly, I would say season 6, around that time, you decide, okay, we would like an actual broadcast team and stuff. And apparently, what was your thought there that, okay, we need to find, like, maybe try to branch out and maybe try to get these races live? Did you, like, how many broadcasters did you go to until you finally met up with Max Speed TV and obviously Rudy, who is the main broadcaster for the league?
Well, for the when we recorded the audio, when we went to record our own commentary over the races, at first he was able to kind of do that quite a bit. But as time goes on, people got more and more busy. We really couldn't keep up with, recording the race. Me had to put all the edits into it. I'm really, really lazy when it comes to editing stuff. And just getting everybody together in TeamSpeak, because we recorded audio on TeamSpeak and watched the race together. And the schedules were starting to get to the point where they weren't lining. And we were starting to get big. We were having like 25 to 30 people a race show up. And there's another league, SRA, which some people in your chat might be familiar with, which some of our guys race in. And they're again broadcasted on Max Speed TV. And we're thinking at this point, for us to really, we want to get big, we really need to be broadcasting, and we have enough people in the races where, okay, people can watch this and it doesn't look terrible. So I kind of shopped around with a couple people, but I kind of was looking at Rudy and Max Speed TV at the beginning because I was familiar with them with SRA, and we kind of looked at some other options that weren't as good. So we're like, okay, Rudy, we know how he does things. He gives us a fair price on the broadcasting. So we hooked up with him. He's been broadcasting us for since season 6, I believe.
Sounds good. I think Rudy at Max Speed TV, I feel like they do a really good job, and I'm glad that I get to be part of it. Even this previous season that just finished up, being up in the broadcast with Rudy, and you guys always seem to provide some entertaining races, whether it's during those or even these fantastic finishes. And you know, a lot of people seems to be really enjoying coming on Tuesday nights, watching you guys race. It's always an interesting league to watch. Something else I was going to point out. Oh yeah, so not too long ago, you released like a season schedule. Obviously, you always do like 20 races a season, which I feel is a fair amount of races in a season. So you're going into your 9th season, and it is the Truck Series. But I'm seeing like obviously the first race is going to be at Daytona. It's going to be November 20th. If you guys obviously Tuesday nights at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time on Max Speed TV is when the NORC races are normally run. I see like a few races in here that really catches my eye, like Brands Hatch, Montreal. You got the Southern Nationals in there. Out of all those races, I would say any of those races in the 20 race schedule. Do you know? Do you have a feeling that one of those races might be an issue? And so, like, have you, like, what was the mindset? Thought, okay, let's try Brands Hatch or Montreal or Southern Nationals. Was there do you have any concerns about those racetracks? That because we saw a couple races last season where, especially on these really short tracks, it was a big issue. So do you have any concerns for these upcoming upcoming schedule?
Well, the road courses never had too much of a concern with them. The only thing with the road courses you have to kind of keep an eye on is the length of the track. I know back on the Xfinity cars, we went to Spa, and that's a 4-mile road course. And this last season, we went to Road America, which is also a 4-mile road course. And when you have these staged cautions, you know, when you have these really long circuits, it kind of takes a while to get everyone grouped up. But that's really for road courses. You know, just by the nature of them, where people get spread out, you don't really have to worry about it being raceable, I guess you can say. But the only track really on that schedule that might throw a bit of a curveball towards everybody, I think might be Southern National. And the reason why that is because there'll be no pit stops during the race at all. Because the way that pit road is set up, you know, it's a short track. It's a really, really small short track. I think it's like shorter than half a mile. I think it's like 4/10 of a mile. And the way that track's set up, like you can't pit under caution without losing a lap. So, you know, somebody in my league, I can't remember who it was, made a recommendation. How about we just no pit stops at all? I'm like, okay, we could try that. So, and I think that's going to be a really interesting race. That's kind of one of the races I'm looking forward to. So, doing a race, the 225 laps, that might be shortened down because I don't know if we can make a full pure run there. But, you know, just shorten that race down a little bit. But, yeah, no pit stops at all. So, you have to go the whole race on the same set of tires. I think that's going to be really interesting to see who can make the whole race on the same set without, you know, being like 5 seconds off the pace. I know some short tracks, they do that role, you know, real life where you just don't pit. And you see these guys doing 150 laps with the same set of tires. Now, whether or not we could do that in iRacing or not, I don't know, but we're about to find out. I think that race is going to be really interesting with having no pit stops. I also think Brands Hatch, because Brands Hatch is a lot of fun. It's a really fun road course. That's another race I'm looking forward to as well.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that race going down, especially Southern Nationals. Now, when you just said no pit stops, that was really an interesting thought from you there. Never think can even do that on iRacing, but that's pretty crazy. Is there any new rules you want to bring from Season 8 over to Season 9? Because I remember you mentioning a couple of nights ago that you may want to change up a couple of things going into next season and stuff. So is there any new rule changes we're expecting, or is that still in the works right now?
As for rule changes, it'll be pretty minimal because we're getting to the point now where the rule set that we got right now, we're pretty comfortable with it. Where, you know, everyone's starting to get used to exactly how things are, and we don't have to make like a million changes per season because, you know, this is going to be our 9th season. We're starting to figure out what works at every single track. Why do we have to adjust? What we don't have to adjust? And really, I would say for world change, I think the only thing that would change really, the big one would be, I think for tracks that we're going to for the first time, maybe extend the practice length a little bit, just give people a little bit extra track time on it, and might make a little slight adjustment with the playoff points, but that I'm still unsure about. But really, I think like practice length for tracks we haven't been to yet will probably be the only thing we'll touch. Other than that, I feel like what we got now will, will work for this whole season. Now there is some stuff I would like to change, but that really has to. We have to work on iRacing. iRacing needs to make some bold changes themselves with their build and how they run things before we can really implement those into the league.
Yeah, sounds good. So is there for those that are still wanting to maybe join NORC, there's people, obviously you get messages and people coming to you and asking you how to join your league and stuff. So if you would like to tell the viewers, how do you join the NORC iRacing series?
Well, it's not too complicated. Just go on the iRacing site, go on our league directory, go to just look up NORC and just be the thing NORC iRacing series and just put application for there. I want to say we're getting to the point now we're getting really, really picky on who we're picking now, because a lot of guys who we got racing in here now, like the top 10, these guys are really, really, really good. Like you got Ben Nelson, Lisenby, you got some other guys, like every now and then we'll get, Bobby Slinsky. We got these pro level drivers racing over here. So we're gonna start getting kind of picky about who we let in, because if you have somebody who's got like a 1,000 I rating, yeah, they'll like a race, but they're gonna be slow me in the way. And I'm not trying to say that this to be mean about it. This is one of those things like, you race over here, if you're not that good, you're gonna get destroyed. So we're gonna be a little bit more picky and choosy who we let in. But I'm sure there's a lot of really, really good people out there who want to race, and if they're good, we'll let them in. So, but yeah, if they just want to join the league, just go on iRacing, put a request in for NORC, and we'll take a look at your profile, and if you meet our requirements, we'll let you in.
Sounds good. Do you have any questions for him?
Oh yeah, I do got 2 questions for you, John.
All right.
I'm gonna ask you, how long have you been a NASCAR fan, and what got you into NASCAR in the first place?
Ooh, man, I've been a NASCAR fan honestly as long as I remember, probably since I was probably 5 or 6 years old.
Okay.
It's as long as I can remember. And really, the way I got into NASCAR was really for my dad, because my dad, he was a hardcore NASCAR fan back in the day. Not as much now, because he's disgruntled with a couple of things in NASCAR. But yeah, he's the one that really got me hardcore in NASCAR. I think the very first race I watched, that I remember watching, I think it was the 1997 Daytona 500 when Dale Earnhardt went flipping down the back straightaway, and he got out of the car, looked at the car, like, hell, all 4 wheels were still on the thing. He got back, cranked that thing back up, got going like John Wayne in a Western movie. And that's pretty much the first thing I remember, me being a hardcore Dale Earnhardt fan and hating Jeff Gordon, because that's what everyone did back in the day. But yeah, I've been been a NASCAR fan really since the mid '90s, as long as early as I can remember.
Sounds good. So is there there was another thing I wanted to point out here. So you mentioned that you wanted to try the branch out more. Obviously, you got a Facebook page for the NORC iRace series. You got I mean, you got Instagram out there too. I don't recall if you got a Twitter. Have you ever thought about maybe I don't remember if you had this or not, but have you ever thought about actually maybe having a website for the NORC iRacing series?
We've had a couple of websites in the past. However, we, and I want to say we mean me, do a pretty crappy job of keeping updated. And just with my work schedule and everything like that, because I do work a full-time job, and just with running the league, it's kind of hard for me to really keep up with everything. Hell, with the Facebook page, I have a hard time keeping up with that. So I'm not the best social media person by far. I used to be good at it, but not anymore. No. But yeah, used to have a couple of websites back in the day, but they always kind of fell into obscurity where we don't really update them anymore. And really, at this point in time, really, as long as we kind of keep the Facebook page going, I feel like that social media stuff kind of takes care of itself because everybody has a Facebook and everybody uses Facebook. But at some point, we really kind of get into a really big time league where maybe we start selling merchandise or something like that, then maybe we'll start looking at maybe like having a dedicated website. But at the moment, we're kind of good right now with just Facebook.
Sounds good. Well, Justin Lightsby just said in chat, he could be the NORC PR guy. He could be your social guy if you want. Let's see, because I can say right now, Anthony Emery didn't really do a good job either with the Instagram. And I even asked him one time if I can do it, and he never came back to me about it. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not going to do it. So, so I think it'll be a really cool, definitely to see some merchandise out. To see an actual dedicated website, but of course, like you mentioned there, I could totally understand. But that, so a couple more questions, and then I'll get a couple of questions from the viewers. So the viewers that are watching right now, if you guys have any questions for John Barry, feel free to ask him, and maybe he'll be able to answer some of those questions. So John, as a league owner, how difficult is it to try to run a good league on iRacing? How much pressure is on you that, if something goes wrong in a league, it seems like a lot of that comes back to you, and you need to step in to take some actions if something does go wrong. So is there a lot of pressure? Is there a lot of is it a lot going on for you? Sometimes frustration at times. So how much do you really go into running this league?
I mean, I put a lot into it. That's been most of my time just kind of like thinking about it. People kind of make fun of me for thinking too much. But yeah, I mean, running a league is quite stressful, especially when you have a fair amount of people in there. And you get a lot of, we have a league that has 40-some, 50-some people in it, and you get people who are really opinionated. You start getting to the point where personalities start clashing, people who have different ideas, and you kind of have to keep. It's kind of hard to kind of keep it where it doesn't turn into the Wild Wild West, but you don't be so hands-on with it where you kind of feel like you're choking people out and don't want to be the dictator, as I've been called before. But yeah, this is the league. It is pretty stressful because anytime anything happens in the league, especially if it's bad, it comes back onto you when you're running it. So like anything that goes anywhere remotely haywire, at the end of the day, the buck stops with the league owner. So if anything happens at the very bottom end, it'll eventually will get up to me. If two guys start cussing each other out and start calling each other names, it has nothing to do with the league. If they're in the league, if it happens in the league, it eventually gets up to me, and then it's my problem. So, it's a bit stressful, especially when you're just dealing with a lot of people who don't always get along. Most of the people do get along, but every now and then you get these guys who they try to go out of their way to fight each other, and it kind of turns into a bit of a mess. But it's just trying to keep some sort of civility within everybody, and just trying to keep the league organized, but not make it into some sort of dictatorship. But it can be stressful at times, but sometimes it can be quite rewarding, especially when you had races live stream, and like our Daytona 500 this year, where we had almost 400 people watching. And it was a big race, and people felt pride in racing, and people felt accomplished and wherever they finished at. And, when that happens, you do feel amount of pride from running the league and realizing, hey, this is what we got going on here. This is pretty cool. So it can go both ways with that.
Yeah, I feel like NORC, I feel you guys get a good amount of broadcast views. I think it gets somewhat good amount of publicity on Max Speed TV. I do have one more question for you. If you let's say you decide to stop racing in the NORC series and stuff, but let's say you still want to run it. Have you ever had thoughts of that before? Like, or do you still just want to, no matter what, just go out there and race in your own league?
I've definitely had thoughts of this, like, oh, damn, I don't feel like doing this anymore, especially when you get in this sections of the league where it gets, like, really, really hectic, where there's just constant crashing, and you get, like, a lot of that drama, and it's like, man, how much longer I want to do this? But, you know, at the end of the day, this is my baby. This is my project. This is what I do. And it's gotten to the point now, it's like, you know, if I don't run this league, I feel like I lose a lot of myself because I put so much of myself into it, and it's just so much of the investment that I want to run this as long as I possibly can, and I still want to race. It's just, you know, this is what I do, so it's gotten to the point now, like, I'm probably going to die while running this league. I'm probably like 2080. I'll be an old man yelling at everyone to get on the iRacing version 5.6 or something like that. Put on the VR headset, probably die midway through the race. But yeah, I'll be running this league as long as I can. I do, and at the end of the day, I do really, really enjoy running it.
So let's say, just in case you decide to stop, let's say being the main guy to run the league, do you feel comfortable with the guys, let's say in NORC right now? Do you feel comfortable, let's say, if you handed over like the adminship and the let's say the ownership to anybody else for your league, just to try to keep it going as long as possible?
Oh yeah, for sure. This league's been around long enough, and we have enough people in it who are definitely dedicated enough where I've, like, you know, I don't really feel like running this anymore, or if anything happens. I always kind of tell myself the day I actually probably will stop running this to contradict what I said this a couple minutes ago. If I ever get to the point where I start actually, like, if I have like a family or something like that, I'll probably end up stop running the league. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. But there's a couple of people, or about maybe a handful of people who I'm looking at who might run the league. But I feel like if something were to happen where I ever stop running, I feel like everyone kind of group together, because there's enough people in this league who really enjoy racing and who will kind of come together as like, hey, let's kind of keep this going. So yeah, if I were to stop racing it or stop running it, I'm pretty sure there'd be somebody, or maybe a group of them was like, hey, let's band together and keep this going.
All right, sounds good. Hopefully, we'll get a couple more questions from the viewers now. John, there was a question: who is your favorite NASCAR driver?
I would say just overall all time, you know, Dale Earnhardt. I grew up in the '90s, and you know, Earnhardt, you know, he was a man back in the day, and I remember being quite torn up when he died back in 2001. But I say when it comes to modern day drivers, I really, really like Kyle Larson. He's probably my favorite. Hopefully, he can pick up the win this weekend at Kansas, but it's not looking too good, especially after you get that penalty with the L1 penalty, 10 points. I like Ryan Blaney. He's a Star Wars fan like me. I like Brad Keselowski because he actually says what's on his mind. And I do still like Kevin Harvick. So those are my guys, but I'm mostly a Larson fan.
Sounds good. What was your favorite NASCAR race, whether you watch it on TV or actually been to?
See, my favorite race that I've ever been to, I would have to say probably the July Daytona race this year, because a bunch of us NORC guys went down there together. We had like a beach house and we all hanged out, and you know, the race was pretty good, but just the time I had down there with a bunch of guys. Jared, TCB, Zell Dude, Spencer, James, Will Klein. I mean, we all went down there, and that was probably the most fun I've ever had in a long time. That was just a great race weekend. The racing was good too, but just the time I had down there was great. And the best race I've ever watched, I would say there's probably two of them. I would say the 2010 spring race at Talladega, where it had like the 88 lane changes. That race was just incredible to watch. And I think the 2011 championship race in Homestead between Stewart and Edwards, that race was really good as well. Just the determination that Stewart showed, just driving up through the field to win that championship, was probably the best drive I've seen from a race car driver in a long time.
I have to agree with that. And I also have to try to make a trip out there the whole race weekend, hang out with you guys the whole race weekend. I've only hung out with you guys like one day out of the whole weekend. I gotta try to make it the entire race weekend one of these days. Well, John Barry, I know you have to go to work very soon. I want to thank you so much for joining the podcast tonight, and you really gave us some good information about the NORC iRacing series that I've never would have expected to hear, or just to hear some information from you was some pretty good ones. So, John, thank you so much for joining tonight, and have a good rest of your night, and good luck running next season as well.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. It's been a pleasure being on here, and whenever y'all want me back on, just let me know. I'll get back on here. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you all very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That was John Barry, the NORC iRacing League owner on iRacing. NORC stands for National Online Racing Championship. I want to thank him for joining the talk show today. He really gave us a lot of information about the NORC iRacing series and how it got started, how it got moved from console to iRacing, and then him just running the league and thought about if he didn't want to run the league anymore. He has trust in handing it over to somebody else and stuff. So really, he gave a lot of information. If you guys want to join the NORC iRacing series, just go to iRacing.com and search up for leagues. Search up NORC and apply for it. Obviously, there is requirements to join that league, but if you are fit enough to be able to participate in that league, you are more than welcome to. And apparently, NORC for John, it's his baby. He said it's like his child.
Yeah.
He takes care of it really well, and I feel he runs. That is an awesome iRacing league that he runs. He's been doing it for 8 seasons now, going into 9 seasons now, starting November 20th. Just a really good league. If you guys want to catch the races live, broadcasted, just go to Max Speed TV on YouTube. They run on Tuesday nights at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Just a wonderful league. I am just honored to be able to be part of the NORC iRacing series, whether it's being a driver racing out there on the track or being in the broadcast booth with Rudy on Max Speed TV. And I will be in Season 9 next season in NORC. I will be back on the racetrack racing part-time, and I will also be in the booth on Max Speed TV part-time as well. John Barry, he does 20 races. I will, Mom. Don't worry, Mom. I will. Anyways, I'll mention about who's coming on next week. I will be running 10 races next season. I will be in the broadcast booth for the other 10 races. So I'm going to have fun on both sides. I feel all the drivers, most of the drivers that NORC has are just really awesome. The personalities, just the great group of people to race against. Anyways, if you guys want to check out the NORC iRacing League, Facebook, check it out on Facebook and check it out on Max Speed TV. Next season starts November 20th on Max Speed TV on YouTube, and it will be at Daytona. So you guys look forward to that one. So next week, we got to talk about next week, because next week is going up another level for sure. We're actually going to have possibly 4 guests next week. And all these drivers are in the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series, the most popular NASCAR league on iRacing. It's the top. Even NASCAR runs this league as well. So it's 4 drivers. And as a matter of fact, 2 of the drivers are going for a championship next Tuesday night. So the 4 drivers we're going to have is Michael Conti. He's actually probably the best driver so far this season in the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series. Matt Busa, if you guys know, we have Lombard Bros Gaming on board his race car for the Peak Antifreeze Series, and we're going to be joining him again next season. We have Nick Ottinger, who won the season opener earlier this season at Daytona International Speedway. He made the playoffs as well, but was not able to make it to the championship 4. And Brian Schoenberg. And I met Brian Schoenberg in person last Friday night. Let me tell you something. Great guy, too. His personality is just awesome, positive, and he's upbeat, too. Brian is such an awesome dude. He will be joining us next week as well. So we're going to have Michael Conti, Matt Busa, Nick Ottinger, and Brian Schoenberg to join us next Thursday on the Lombard Bros Talk Show. But 2 of those drivers, Michael Conti and Matt Busa, they're going for a championship next Tuesday night. If you guys want to catch that championship race next Tuesday night, it will be on YouTube, live on YouTube on iRacing's YouTube page. Actually, the esports YouTube channel. It's the NASCAR Peak and Free Series season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway, where 4 drivers have a chance to go after a championship, and the highest finishing 4 driver wins the championship and also wins $10,000 and a trip to Homestead Miami Speedway season finale weekend in November, and also has the trophy presentation during the driver introductions on that championship race in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. So I think that's a pretty cool prize if you ask me. So best of luck to Michael Conti and best of luck to Matt Busa. Lombard Bros Gaming is on Matt Busa's race car. Hopefully we wish him the best of luck, and hopefully he has a good championship run. Maybe he'll come on with a championship, and maybe Michael Conti, which I feel Michael Conti is going to be the guy to beat for the championship this season. He's won 2 of the last 3 races. He's won a few races this season. He's the guy to beat for the championship, but you never know. Also, 2 other drivers that are racing for the championship is Ryan Luza. He won the championship last season, the NASCAR Peak and Free Series. And Ray Alfala, who is a 3-time winner, 3-time champion in the NASCAR Peak and Free Series. So definitely a tough competition, I will say, for sure, next Tuesday night. But it should be a good race between those 4 drivers. So anyways, guys, like I said, next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, NASCAR Peak and Free Series season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. 4 drivers going for a championship. It would be live on iRacing's YouTube channel. Catch that race. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Well, all I can think about is, all I have to say is John Barry, he's a really nice guy.
He is a really nice guy, but a lot of pressure's on him to run.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I run an iRacing league, too. I run Laura, right? Obviously, my league races are on Saturday afternoons at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. By the way, if you guys want to catch the Laura iRacing series, my iRacing league, they're always run on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Max Speed TV as well. And Rudy does the broadcasting for those races as well. So I want to thank Rudy for that. And, of course, I want to thank John Barry for joining tonight's talk show, really give us in-depth information on the NORC iRacing series. So I guess that should do it. I think it was a good talk show today, but it's really going to be an interesting talk show next Thursday. We have four other guests for sure. We, like I said, we got Michael Conti, Matt Busa, Nick Ottinger, and Brian Schoenberg joining us next Thursday night. So we'll see what they got to say. Anyways, guys, I think we're going to call it a talk show tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to those that tuned in tonight, and have a great rest of your Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, Thursday night. Joseph Lombard, a.k.a. N2SC4, with Zachary Lombard, a.k.a. Magnum 05. And we'll see you all next Thursday on another Lombard Bros Talk Show. Good night, everyone.